Yep, so now we're going to be looking at films, and because it's the first edition, just going to be talking about pretty general stuff like directors, favourite films, actors, actresses, what floats our boats really in the cinematic world.
The kind of thing we go for. So again, I could hog this topic, so I'm going to let you guys start, and I'll try not even to interrupt and jump in.
No.
Go for it.
Well, to be honest with you, film is probably my weakest point out of the lot. I mean, from you guys, I'm probably more...
We enjoy film. It's not about
I enjoy
what you know.
I enjoy
yeah,
watching it. Definitely, my knowledge is kind of limited at times with that. But I enjoy films. Mainly, I go for recommendations. And today, I'll be gladly happy to say I watched one of your films that you recommended about 6 months ago, and I only got around to watching it about 2 weeks ago. Do you know what it is? Which one?
I've recommended like probably over 100 films to you.
I can only watch one because I'm watching so many other TV shows at the moment.
When did I recommend it to you? 6 months ago.
Mm.
You watched Leon, didn't you? You
Yeah.
watched Leon. I've no idea.
Okay, it is Ronin.
Ronin, oh, quality. Ronin,
Honestly,
yes.
De Niro, Sean Bean, car chase.
Yes, through
Ronin,
town,
through
yeah.
the streets and narrow streets, and it's just brilliant.
But yeah, best car chase through the little
and it's just
fantastic.
brilliant. And I got into it because I watch so many certain films that there's still loads I need to watch. But with that one, recently watched it because it's taken me a little while. I wanted a break because at the moment, like I mentioned to you before, I think I'm watching the Turkish traditional drama, you know, 12th century.
We're going to have to get you into that.
The Ottoman Empire, this, that, the other.
I forgot
Our viewers might know about this. So if you guys, got any recommendations about films and stuff, give us a shout. But after putting Earthroll down for a bit with these long episodes, I just thought, let's chill out for a bit. And Ronin, remember,
change of scene, yeah.
Change of scene, and you know what? It didn't disappoint. I quite enjoyed it. So
it's good. It's serious. It's heavy, isn't it? And the two Irish actors, the male and female, are fantastic. I think this, subtle. Yeah. And Sean Bean, he's a legend. He's a legend because he's the mug. He's the mug in that film, and he makes himself out to be the mug.
Yeah.
And but no, quality.
I just love it, that scene when they're both going to get the ammunition.
I haven't seen it, to be honest.
Under the bridge to get the ammunition.
What?
Just speak what
Sean Bean's acting is just like brilliant, excellent. So
it's quality. Sean Bean.
Robert De Niro's in it as well. So you guys, if you haven't watched it,
back when he used to make decent films.
It is one from like about 25, 30 years ago, but
is it?
You won't be disappointed.
Is it?
1986 apparently.
What?
Yes.
No.
90s.
Ronin.
88, yeah, something like that.
Ronin is not from 88.
It's about 30 years ago, I'm telling you.
It is not.
The graphics,
no, it's not.
The graphics on the front.
No, it is. I'm going to listen. I'm going to look that up. Yeah. People tweeting. Put it on the thingy now. It's not from 88.
My knowledge is like limited, so
yes,
if I am
extremely
wrong,
limited by that.
I think it's about 25.
It's mid 90s. I'm telling you, it's mid 90s.
25, 30 years old.
Mid 90s.
We'll leave it at that. Anyway,
right.
so
anyway, okay. So what? Yeah, go on.
I'll watch it and be a neutral body and go, it's from that year, it's that one. Yeah, well, you've recommended that one to me, lad, so thank you for that.
Ronin, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I will be honest, there's a lot of films that I've not seen. Like, it's only this year that I've seen Ghostbusters.
Wow.
I'd got to the age...
The new one?
No, the original.
What?
I'd got to the age of 28 and never seen Ghostbusters.
So you never knew who you were going to call?
No, I was... Yeah, my house is... I've had Poltergeist in for like 20 years. I don't know what to do. There's a bit of Dan Aykroyd, I need to get the boys around.
You heard the song though, right?
Yeah,
Ray Parker
Jr., yeah.
Right, okay, and you knew about the Michelin Man?
Yeah.
And Slimer?
Yeah.
Right.
I knew all the... Because the thing is, you end up... You know all the classic bits.
Yes.
And then it becomes like you've watched the film already.
True,
so you don't have to see it. And
I suppose, again, me being the 80s child, we've seen all these, but there's no excuse. Yeah. No excuse for not having seen Ghostbusters.
I'll chuck another one out. So I've cleared that one off my list. I cleared Gremlins off this year as well.
Gremlins.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
The original.
Any of them.
To be honest,
new one's come out recently.
Oh, don't waste your time on that, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
You've actually watched
watch the first. Have you seen any of the Jurassic Parks?
No, I saw one bit where a guy got eaten on the toilet, I think. But
No, that's the first one. That's the first one.
You've not even seen that one?
No. I literally flicked
just watch that one, and then the rest are pretty much the same.
There's just more dinosaurs having a mad one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's the dinosaurs as an island. Blah. People. Yeah, people die. People run. People scream. Yeah,
that's it. Because I've seen a lot of because a lot of people have a go at me about this, but I've seen a lot of weird random films
Yeah.
Like through my dad, like a lot of different comedies. No.
You haven't seen Ghostbusters. You haven't seen Jurassic Park.
No, I've ticked Ghostbusters off. I've not seen Jurassic Park.
You watch Gremlins.
Watch Gremlins. I'll try and find. There's a lot. Honestly, there's a lot. I'll try and find some more films that I've not seen.
Interesting point on that. So you now know the little indie hip hop band Mogwai. You know where they got their name now from.
Yes, no, I knew that. Yeah,
Okay,
the Japanese.
Mogwai. I don't know. Gremlins are made up.
No, the band.
The band. No, I think they're English.
Okay.
Yeah, they're English.
Maybe I thought they were Japanese.
Six Underground. Again, I probably think that's a more recent song than it actually is. Okay. Anyway, getting back to the film.
No, I was aware of the name origin, but
guys, sometimes we're going to digress, so just bear with us while we get back.
Yeah, don't tune out. Don't be skipping the video. Just cut out completely. Yeah. Right, go on, carry on.
Actors or directors, genre. Well, what genre do you like?
Yeah.
I know you like the Marvel tripe.
Yeah, Tarek set his stall out there quite early with the Marvel tripe.
Chose my word
I do,
carefully, yeah.
They sounded a bit different to tripe in my ears. I don't know what. Yeah, the Marvel. That's come from comics. Like with my dad and my brother, like they're much bigger comic fans than I am. But I know more than the average Joe. So I can get frustrated with them, not as much as other people will do. I think they've got a bit repetitive recently, but overall I do like them. They're a good bit of escapism.
A bit?
I think, for a couple of hours.
Bit repetitive?
The more we've seen, because they've crammed so many in.
Everyone's got a taste, isn't it? That's it.
This is a topic for a whole other day.
It's like, you've got a taste of Liverpool. We're not going to sit here and give you a lot of...
Okay, listen,
let him have his Marvel.
Jokes are getting worse than Sal's. Let's not go there. Anyway, yeah, Marvel, because I could go on a rant. I've had...
Save that for another week. I don't want to...
Yeah, we will. We will save, yeah. Okay, better not, because I've already got a headache. I don't want to think about Marvel.
But yeah, apart from that, like I said, actions, comedies, I've recently... through Kerry, got into a bit of anime, which I never thought I'd do, like Japanese.
Really?
Yeah.
You're coming across as a bit of an amateur, really. I'd held you in a bit higher regard, Liam. Really.
I'd always, like I said, going through the comics route and that, I'd never bothered with anime.
You have to send him a list of anime.
I've recently started dipping my toes into the world of Studio Ghibli.
Right, fantastic.
And,
yes.
Yeah, I mean that can be like I say, a whole other topic, but.
We're going to cover anime,
yeah,
because there's some top films, wicked films, and there are obviously the completely pants live action versions of them.
Yeah.
So we could talk about that and do a comparison.
I'll have to do some research because I feel left out, guys.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like a rubbish teacher, staying one film ahead of the class, honestly.
Yeah. So right.
Fair play.
It sounds like I've got a lot of educating to do.
No, please do.
We're happy for that. Like I said, I admitted it openly. It's one of my weakest films. If you give me a movie to watch, I'll go out and watch it. I'll either go yay or nay. Move on.
Yeah.
Yay or nay. So, what more can I say? It's one of them. I think it's just sometimes finding something you like and watching it going out there. I mean, I'm more into my action stuff. Action. I like my crime thrillers. I love like the Godfather sequels.
Never seen any of the Godfathers.
Godfather. Have you not seen the?
Never seen
it.
Saying why you saying you've not seen it?
Got skeletons in the closet here because I would, I ought to be shouting. Everybody watching is shouting out sacrilege. But I've got a confession to make again, being a so-called
film buff.
Film buff.
Not a buff, an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Passionate enthusiast. I've never seen all of the Godfather films in their entirety. So
is that worse than me never seeing them at all?
Yes. Cardinal sin. You started it and you didn't finish it.
See, here's how it is in my head with Godfather, because over the years they're obviously fantastic. They're from way back when.
How many years? What, 25, 30 years?
God, let's not get into that again. Older than that. They're older than me, I think. Yeah, but. They've been on telly, they've been on every channel, I've bought the videos and never watched them, I've bought the DVDs, never watched them, given away to a charity shop, but I've seen snippets of the films. I've seen start of one, then I've seen the middle of another one, then I've seen the end of another one, then at one point while I was in college I actually attempted to try and read Mario Puzo's original novel. Yeah. So in my head I've got all these scenes and images and characters and events, and I don't know what film they are from, but it's a fantastic film. I can say that much. I can say that much, yeah. So this is something we're going to get onto as we do more of these shows. Is I'm going to be setting homework, and we can set each other of a film we've got to watch that we must have watched, and maybe we could go through the IMDb top 100. I've seen most of those, to be honest. There's a few I've not seen, so yeah.
I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're saying homework.
Ooh.
We've got a Twitter handle.
Yes.
We've got a YouTube channel. Hopefully that's going to be full of subscribers.
Yeah.
So viewers, let's not just do the homework between us. Let's all of us get involved.
That's true. Good
And
point.
let's see how many of us actually come up with different opinions of that movie or that title, and find out what we like, what we don't like, and get yourselves involved.
So hopefully they'll be able to give us an opinion, give us a recommendation, and counter our arguments, our feedback that we give to any films that we eventually watch. Yeah.
And we'll also, do the same with yourselves, with your Twitter stuff. Sometimes we're not necessarily always going to agree with you, are you going to agree with us? So that makes it interesting.
And don't worry, I don't want anybody out there thinking, I'm not going to put this out there because it's a little bit, no one's going to have heard of this, or they're going to think it's a weird film. You're talking to me then, yeah, because that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, nice of you to ask my opinion on what films I like.
Tarek, what films do you like?
Okay, thank you, Liam. I'm glad you asked.
We asked you
that,
that,
right?
Yes.
I thought
I'm like Terry Wogan.
Basically,
I thought Liam, after it was your bit about this Marvel stuff and everything, I thought that he'd come up with some great initiatives about films. I thought he stole your moment.
Sorry, yeah. I haven't had my go.
Okay.
And I tried not to interrupt, but I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
Off you go.
Right. Films I like, whatever is out there. I love foreign films, yeah. So particularly Guillermo del Toro's. He did Hellboy.
Yes.
Gone through Hellboy.
Yes.
He won the Oscar for probably the worst film he's made, The Shape of Water. Oh, God knows what that was about. But The Devil's Backbone, Pan's Labyrinth, absolute fantastic films. I love those. I love any foreign cinema, Japanese. And again, I could go on a rant here about Fortnite.
Yeah,
you all know about Fortnite, yeah? Everybody out there knows about Fortnite. The origins of Fortnite, ripped off straight from Japanese cinema Battle Royale.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of that, yeah.
You've heard of it. I'm glad you've heard of it.
Yes, never
It's one of
watched
the
it.
greatest films ever made. Battle Royale, give me a thumbs up or a like if you've seen Battle Royale. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, Casino, that's Casino Royale, yes. That's Battle Royale, I'm not talking WWE either.
No, it's just, you know why I'm going there is because when I said Ronin and you were thinking of Heat,
yes.
So I'm just like trying to show.
Battle Royale, I'm not going to tell you anything more about it. It's a Japanese film, fantastic film. I watched it again recently. I watched it as a teenager back in late 90s while I was in college, and I just last week watched it with my teenage son. Nice. He's 17. And he loved it just as much as me. It is fantastic. It is, and it stars Beat Takeshi Kitano, who was a comedian, believe it or not. He was part of the Two Beats. He was a comedian, stand-up comedian. Became an actor. From an actor, became a director.
Wow.
And have you ever heard of Takeshi's Castle?
Yes.
That is said Takeshi Kitano, yes.
No way.
Yeah, he does.
Interesting facts. Didn't know that.
A bit like us, he's a jack of all trades, and he's fantastic at all of them. A bit like us as well. So yeah, foreign cinema, obscure cinema, westerns. I love a good western. Love Sergio Leone. I think he's the best western director.
Yeah.
You've heard me say this loads of times. He changed cinematography. He completely subverted it, and yeah. So whereas. We'll talk about when we talk about westerns, but yeah, I love a good western. I've seen most of them and seen all of Clint Eastwood's film. The feature then for this bit of the film, it was going to be, and we'll try and keep this quick as well, best film you've seen recently. So give us a shout out of yours, again, on Twitter, at Fulltime Banter 7, that's the number 7, at Fulltime Banter, all one word, no spaces, no underscores. Give us a shout, best film you've seen recently, so hashtag best film. And on YouTube as well, leave it in the comments, leave some suggestions. Who wants to go first?
So, like I said, the one I've just seen recently is just Ronin, so I'm going to stick with that. I think for me, I loved it, absolutely loved it. Recommendation was great, so thank you very much for that. And I think, like I said, that car chase was just phenomenal. Yeah. But the intricacy of how the whole story's put together, without giving too much away, those of you who haven't seen it, but like
no spoilers. We won't give you any spoilers.
Just with the Irish and the Russian and the way it's just come together and how the team's put together. Just watch it and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll agree with me.
And it has got that. I can't remember who's the director. It's not Luc Besson, is it?
To be honest with you, I have no.
I can't remember. We'll look that up because it's got that very European vibe, very European feel. Like all of Luc Besson's French, so most of his, I've got his early films anyway. I like that. But even Bourne Identity, the very first one, the mini chase, I think comes up close as one of the best car chases. Yeah. And it's obviously set in Brussels and all over Europe, isn't it? Yeah. So that's fantastic. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to leave mine there because I'll let you guys carry on. Yeah, with that one. So that's
I mean, recent films. I think the World Cup has kind of snookered me.
Yeah,
because it's been 3 games a day, games at 7 o'clock. So so films the old film I've seen recently, as I went to the cinema this week, was Deadpool 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go on, carry on. Give me your opinion of it. I won't rain on your parade straight away. I'm very judgmental, and I'm going to notice this. I think people are going to see a lot of different traits in me, which I'm a bit worried about.
Full-time Banter, 7 guys, give him some feedback.
No, I really enjoyed it. I thought I paid full whack on a Monday because obviously
Well, did you drive to Bury again? Bury, it's on the cheap. £5
on a Monday.
Any day of the week, any film. They just want you there. They just want people in Bury.
Just get to Bury.
Get to Bury. Yeah.
I've been a rape.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Deadpool 2. I think the first one was better because it was a bit more unexpected, and you were sort of hoping it'd be like the comics and keeping the vibe, and it did. So I think the second one sort of suffered a little bit because there wasn't the element of surprise.
Sequel syndrome.
Yeah. But again, they just picked up from where the first one left off. They carried on with what they did in the first film with the violence.
Have you seen it, Riz?
No, I told you that before.
No.
I've not seen it.
You've not seen the first one either?
I've seen the previews.
You seen the first one?
No, I've seen the previews on it, and I thought the humour for me was dry, so I just miss.
Yeah, you don't like that side?
No. But
I've
spoken to Sal about this in some detail. It's probably, like you were saying before, I think you mentioned him and you, maybe possibly that kind of...
It's actually, I think that's the best thing about the film,
I couldn't relate to it. Yeah. So sometimes if I can't relate to something, I just switch off. And
what was it you actually liked about it? Because you're saying it's the best film you've seen recently.
Just because what did you watch?
Well, none really, because of the World Cup. That's the problem. But no, it keeps the vibes of the comics, which is quite hard, because a lot of them try and do there. Which, like you said, you're going to rant about Marvel. I could rant happily about the Christopher Nolan Batman films.
In a good way or a bad way?
Bad way.
What?
Yep. See. But,
get out! Get out of town!
My tenure on this show lasted 1 episode, not even 2/3 of an episode.
Yes, vacancy. If anybody needs has some spare couple of hours.
Let's not do that because we'll be discriminating. No, let him stay for a bit longer.
Yes, okay.
Don't want to end up in court.
No.
No, he's a mate. He's not paid to be here.
No. If I blink too much, that's me.
He's on the same wages as Alan Shearer.
We're going to have this debate.
Yeah, about the Batman films. Yeah,
So why don't you do that for another episode?
Yes, we are going to.
Versus Batman.
No, on standalone we've got to talk about because you can't.
Yeah, but my point is that from them, the vibes of the comics, it's not what I like about Batman. Whereas the Deadpool films, I think the comics that most keep the vibe and the feel, and it's like you're reading a comic book on a cinema screen.
Let you go on to your recent best film at the moment.
My best film recently, and unfortunately I have to go all the way back to whenever it was last year, possibly even the year before, to Interstellar. The Nolan brothers, who you just chastised.
On that, yeah.
Yes.
Well, chosen a better.
I think there's a contentious point here. How recent is recent?
Exactly. Well, I'm going off the prefix to that. Best film. You've seen recently. So I've seen lots of films recently,
but none of them have been as good as
been in that time frame.
Because again, I set the bar high. Like I say, I've seen all sorts of films, and it's because I'm in search of truth and profundity in my cinema. That's what I'm looking for, and Interstellar delivered.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Nolan brothers, in fact, never failed to deliver. Liam. Yes.
Well, now I know there's two of them. That makes me doubly angry.
Yes. Yes. Christopher and the other one. Yeah. Philip, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? Who's the other Nolan brother?
Yeah.
But they're very good brothers, very smart, very clever. Everything they've done, they've not done a bad film or a TV show because they're a person of interest. Yeah. They've not done it. They've done no wrong.
Fair play.
Yeah. And Interstellar, like I say, I search for the truth and profundity in my cinema, and that, because it's kind of time travel, but it's based in fact. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it. Have you seen it?
So boring then.
Have you seen it?
Based in facts, boring. No, I've not seen
You
it.
haven't. Have you seen it, Riz? You've seen Interstellar?
No.
You haven't, right?
No. And it's not what I'm going to watch soon because I've got to finish off a few other things.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll come
Well,
back
never
to
mind. Listen,
that.
I'm in the niche again, and that's fine. I'm on the fringe. Yeah. Again, somebody out there must have seen Interstellar and loves it as much as I do. Fantastic film. It's everything about it. The cinematography, the dialogue. Matthew McConaughey is in it, and
This is all going on me.
you like Matthew McConaughey. You've seen his films, and there's a few we've got to catch up on.
Probably,
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey is brilliant in it.
Top of my head, I can't
Even Anne Hathaway, you could argue, is pretty
And
decent.
Hathaway's in it.
Hathaway.
Oh, right, I'm going to watch it
Got to
then.
get that on.
The Hathaway's in it, I'm there.
Who usually is a rubbish actress who makes rubbish films, but in that she's dragged up by her whatever you would drag somebody up. Well, what's the saying?
Lapels.
Yeah. Dragged up basically by the likes of Michael Caine and Matthew McConaughey and Casey Affleck. Yeah, so fantastic. Yeah, so brilliant film, brilliant score. I think somebody famous did the music on it as well. And just the premise, the whole idea is 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 film,
Right.
and that's the benchmark that I'm judging every other film by, and nothing's come close. Nothing
Guys,
has
get in
come
touch.
close.
See if you can prove our Tariq wrong here. And
Is there anything
see.
better than Interstellar?
Yeah. And if you think there is, why? And if you think Interstellar is not as good as what he's making it out to be,
Then you're clearly wrong, and you shouldn't be watching.